So at first I thought I'd want this one, the 2021 e-tron S. This has got the S-Line performance seats. It's got three electric motors. It's got a good amount of space. This is the coupe one, not the SUV one. Fortunately, they don't have the SUV version of this. And it does have those weird mirrors. So because it is a coupe, there's less headspace in the back, and the trunk space is actually cut a little bit, but she's got plenty of knee space, plenty of space under the front seat. Okay, so now this one is a 2021 e-tron 55. So we're going to be looking at the trunk. This actually can fit quite a bit of stuff in it. I'm really impressed. So our baby push here from Nuna actually fits in perfectly sideways with her baby stuff. And this, for comparison, is our Panamera with the same amount of stuff shoved in, and we just put them shopping on top just to show you what it could fit. So this Audi one actually can fit quite a lot more stuff, which is really great. I'm going to put it in the baby chair, and this actually has more space for her as well. Her feet in the Panamera do touch the seat very easily, but here she's going to have a little bit more space. Now for something that I'm not so keen on. I don't like these new age mirrors. They look kind of cool from the outside, but you're so used to looking in the normal place that I just don't like them. I guess it's not everybody's cup of tea.
I find these new wing mirrors a bit bizarre. They look like they're half unfinished. When you open up the door, the actual view that you see from a wing mirror is displayed inside your car door, which I guess would take some getting used to. I also think that it is just a calling to be vandalized, as they are pretty expensive if they get ruined.
Okay, I'll show you guys how you would charge it. It's got two options, one on either side. On the right hand side, it's got the CCS, the quick charger. So this can go 150 kilowatts. So that's pretty good. On the left side, it's just the standard Type 2, and I think this does 7 kilowatts. So that would be like the same as the Panamera. That can only go to 7 kilowatts. In here, you can put your phone. It does have a charging mat here on the left-hand side. So the cup holders are okay for small bottles, but for a very large one, I don't think it would work. Here's another compartment. You can put little things for storage, and it does have a cutout, so you can actually put your wire for your phone in here. Okay, so let's go. Here's a gear shifter. So if you go forward, it's going to put in reverse. If you pull down one, it's neutral, and then if you push it again, it goes into drive. And if you just pull it this way a little bit, it will go into sport. And you can see on the dash, sport. It's got a surround view camera, which is an option, and then it's got a reverse camera, you can see. So here is the gauge cluster. You can change it from this. This is called Audi's virtual cockpit. It's got a bunch of modes. It shows you the whole map screen if you want it. You can zoom in, zoom out, which I actually like. In the Porsche, you have a pretty large center console screen, but the one in the dash is quite small, and it's just the right-hand side that does the map display. And during slow maneuvers, it does turn on your 3D camera, so you can actually see around yourself. This is very smooth. So on purpose, we came in our Panamera 4E hybrid just to see a comparison, and this thing actually feels pretty fast. So I like this one. This is a lot more comfortable than that first one. The first one was a little bit more rough but faster.
The back seat is very comfortable, and the door sills have plenty of storage space for water bottles or anything you want to put in there. Quite deep as well, as you can see. And there is plenty of headroom above myself and leg room. I can easily slip my feet forward underneath the driver's seat, and I don't feel squashed at all, but I am only 5'3". But as you can see, there is a plenty of space in front of the driver, above the driver, who's 6'3". These seats are way more comfortable than the first car that we drove in, and the ride is very comfortable in comparison. And the middle floor section is very flat compared to most of electrical cars. Also, I noticed that the middle compartment between the seats doesn't have any cup holders. It's just a storage space, so I guess that's why the door sills are quite large.
So the rims on the 55 are one size smaller than the e-tron S, which makes the ride a little better, I noticed. They are both running on air suspension though. Depending on what mode you're in, the car will self-raise or lower itself. Since I've never owned an Audi, I've mostly had AMGs and a bunch of Porsches. I'm surprised how much I like it. I was so tempted to trade in my Panamera today for this, but they didn't have one in stock that I could get with the options I like.